So now we actually have an even amount of red and white sources, because remember, I'm running 4 Shatterskulls, hence 1 mountain. I'm running 3 plains and 2 Emeria's Call. So this seems actually legit. I grew up with the haters. It's all cool. What deck am I playing? I'm playing a little spice that we just built, all nice. Garrison Cat, okay. Okay. Alright, and now I would like a Goldspan Dragon to come out, because this would double the value of our other stuff. Oh, Feline Sovereign! Ooh! Wow! Whoa! Alright. Alright, so this is protection from dogs. Feline Sovereign. I can't believe it just destroyed one of my enchantments. It sucks, man. Crazy Cat Lady deck. It looks like it. Cat Dad getting catted on. It's rough. Alright, no. It resolves. I don't want the money. This is, like, so funny. It's, like, designed to destroy all our treasures, and why? Why would you destroy all of my treasures? What's the matter with you? Protection from dogs? Dang. Anyways. Mm-hmm. McLunky Culkin is just such a funny name. Alright. Name cat? This is actually a cat deck. Rin and Seri, whenever you cast a dog spell. Cat. It's so funny, man. Oh my god. Get thee gone! Alright, we're going in. This is our ramp. Terry Jones says, I love this guy for trying this. Well, I hate this guy for trying this shit. Oh my god, it's gonna destroy all of my shit. Oh my god, there's too many numbers. Look at this. It's a cat deck that destroys enchantments or artifacts. Like, I can't believe this shit. This is ridiculous. So we're 4 health? Like, we're quite close to our death. Alright, well, I mean, I gotta discard this, right? This just gives the options, huh? Well... Not actually sure how we get out of this one. Alright, this is a pickle. This is a pickle indeed. We really need to get rid of the Outlaws Merriment if we want to make this work. I can't win. I can't win. McLunky Culkin has killed us with a bunch of fucking cats, man. Alright. Let me go to my poll. Choose outcome. Never got there. It's sad. It's pretty sad. It's pretty devastating. But that's okay. We're going to keep trying with Boros Rant. Start that next prediction. Alright, will Day 9 get there? Let's fire it back up. Alright. Let's Jank o'clock. Schmarmalist says I lost 50k. You know, just you don't even have to bet. You can wait a little bit. You can wait a little and just see how the deck plays. And see how the deck plays. Nadoru says time to start aiming for that 200-month goal. Let's go. Hell yes, Nadoru. Hell effing hell yes. That's not a good hand. Hanging on. And send our Doomskar away. That feels pretty nice. You know, feels pretty nice. Ugh, it hurts a lot. Now, if we can just get any land that's untapped, please. No, don't agonize anymore. Oh, thank God. Ooh, yeah, there it is. Bam. Open the Omenpaths. Boom. Here it comes. Oh, the dream. The absolute dream. What a banger. McClunky Culkin. Oh my God. It's McClunky Culkin. It's the person who just fucking annihilated us. Get out of here, McClunky Culkin, with your cats. Why on earth would you run a deck with cats that destroys artifacts and enchantments when I am so clearly someone who's running a deck that is doing nothing but making treasure tokens and using enchantments? Like, what is the matter with you, McClunky Culkin? Says it wrecks the dog meta. Ah, that is a good point. I mean, I can't deny that the preponderance of dogs in the Magic the Gathering video game is something that some of the modern decks have not even figured out yet, but McClunky Culkin. Protection from dogs OP, I know. That's amazing. Alright. Yeah, fuck out of here, man. Alright. Alright, I'm auto-paying this. Let's get some mana going. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, I'll do this. I'll do this. Right. Wait, I'm running 4 Fabled Passages. Alright, there's some changes we gotta make. This is probably the play. Alright, let's auto-pay this. We're really getting there, McClunky Culkin. We're getting there. I'm gonna go ahead and heal a little bit. Look at this. Feeding my little peasants away. Feels nice. Treat yourself right. Exile yourself.
Well, that was a waste.
That's what I think it was, too. Oh, shit! Okay. Alright, Yoruhima. Okay. Okay. Put a counter on a creature you control, and you love it. You have Outlaws Merriment, so there's always a target. Alright. Well, we're doing it this way. Is there a way to not do this? In this way? Maybe yes, maybe no. Alright, I think it's this. Yep, I agree. Let's hit him where it counts. Shit, okay. Alright. You know, settle the spoil, or seize the spoils, gonna come up big for us. Do we not have Halvar? Of course not, man. It makes our deck so weak. Oh, shit. Look at this. We're actually so much lower than I thought we'd be. Oh, my God. This is not gas at all. All right. Let's get rid of that one. Land gone. Let's do this and this and this. We're going to have to seize the spoils. Discarding this. Creating a treasure token. And drawing 2 more cards. Bam! There it is. We're all in on Outlaws Merriment. It's really good. Maybe one of the gold vein, so you can use your saga to get you a card. That's actually, there's an idea right there. Get one gold vein pickaxe. You got it. I'll discard. It's nothing I can do. Oh! No. Alright. This deck is just, it's too strong. It's like actually legit, it's too good, you know? This is a tricky one. This is a tricky one. You know, I hate to say it, but we might have to cut the comas. I think we're not able to get there fast enough. Shit. Okay. You know, and I'm gonna do what the intuition in my heart thought. Now, good news for all the haters out there that voted against me. You were right. We're gonna cut coma, okay? We're gonna cut coma, right? It's tough. It's tough. I know. It's hard. It's hard. We're going to open a poll the instant we adjust Boros rank. You know, I do think this is like... This was maybe a little extreme there. First of all, I'm going to need to go... Cut. And I'm going to need to go... Bing bong. That's it. Nice and simple. Nice and simple, huh? Okay. No, this is the heart of the deck, okay? How dare you? How dare you? I don't know, what's like a good, like, 2-mana thing that's in Kaldheim in these colors or something like this? 1 or 2 or 3 mana that's, like, good. A defensive card. I wish Clarion was still a thing, man. Wait, is it? Okay, I was like, what? Demon Bolt. I just want a simple 1 or 2 mana spell. Cinderclasm. Does Cinderclasm help us? I think I want single target removal. You know, Elspeth Conquers Death is not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. This actually seems to be a nice idea. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. This is it. This is going to be the one. PCD makes sense enough, you know. I want to see something. Skald. What's the name of the damn saga I just put in? The saga. Oh, let me check something real fast. Okay. Wow, this real big turnaround in the support market for Day 9 TV. Oh, Razzler. Razzler is about to get Razdazzlered, let me tell you that much. Oh, shit, we're hanging on to this one. This is some juice right here, let me tell you. Oh, Clash, there's about half my channel points. I'm counting on you, Sean. I'm counting on me, too. Equipped warriors have double strike? Shit, I don't think I even care about that at all. And we are foretold apart. Can't reach to your heart. It's too late. Though I want it that way. I need Razzler to just commit a little bit more to the board instead of just Usher of the Fallening in. Like some sort of total bastard. Hey, look at this! I already got most of the value out of it. This is, I mean, this is perfect. But I want it that way. Usher, Usher, of the fallen, of the fallen. You are. You're gonna be surprised to find out. I think this is doing it. This really needs to be cheap removal. Yeah, this goes here. And that, 'cause we are two worlds apart. God, that song is... It's fucking G-U-D-D good. So how do we lose this? I think it has to be like Maul of the Skyclaves. And... I don't know, something? Alright, we did it. We won. X equals... Is it just X equals 1? That's nice. We did it. If we wanted removal, we would get instant speed removal. So it's probably going to be... X equals 1. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, tell me why he ain't nothing but a dumb dead.
Always consider the consequences.
Boo. I don't think there's any haste white creatures, so I think we're pretty good. So unless Razzler sets the blocks up, we're gonna win with these Goldspan Dragons, man. Let me tell you, Goldspan Dragon is nice. Ooh. Give me some of that gold. It never gets gold.
My flames burn beyond perception.
Ah, that's so good. That's so good. I'm gonna leave in the Elspeth Conquers deck because it's just kind of in line with the sheer clowniness of what we're trying to do. But the dragon's like the best card in the deck. No, it's too gritty. Pair of Fire Prophecies is gonna be fine. All right. All right. Looks like Get There City was the win here. There you go. This has been absolutely gaseous. So, alright. The plan is Doomskar, right? Well, it depends on what the Void wants to do. It might be good to just... Uh-oh. I'm actually going to hang back, because this blue means it could be rogues. Day9 has a mind for magic. Gotta foretell this now. Because I'm very, very, very clearly going to try to hardcast Outlaws Merriment the very next turn. Because the Void has yet to summon any rogues, then it means only any counters can happen. Yeah. Enters. Mill, mill. So this would need to be a Soaring Thought Thief on the turn. Great. This is actually so good. This is actually legitimately, like, so out of control good. You gonna bounce it? I don't think that these decks run a lot of Brazen Borrowers. And hell, even if my opponent did bounce it on... They'd have to bounce it on their turn, because this stuff pops on upkeep, man. Fairies tutelage. Okay. You got it. Alright, it's definitely time to hurry this. Hurry this up. I mean, we are. This is amazing. This is going to generate more treasures whenever the Void tries to target it. It's unbeatable. Yeah, no, I'll mill it. That's fine. I got everything I need. Oh yeah, this is. Look at me. I feel so healthy and wealthy. It's a good thing to be. It's a good thing. 2 damage at a time. And we're doing just continuously growing damage each turn with an Outlaws Merriment. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. There's a lifelinker. So I'm going to open the Omenpaths and do this. Because I want to get Showdown of the Skalds up. Or... So this will let me get Skalds or Bonecrusher up. Because right now I only have 6 mana. Red. White. So now I can cast this. And we expect the Void to counter this. Because this is just an insane card. We fully expect the Void to counter this. It resolves. Just as planned. See, this is in a way even better for us because, like, look at the pressure we're putting on. Because we are two apart. That song fucking sucks. I don't know why I'm singing it at all. Ah, yeah, the Soaring Thought Thief. Oh, you think you've got something, mate? I mean, I'm gonna swing in whatever the block is. Mill. I'll just Doomskar him. Down to 10. We have... Alright, half the deck is gone. Oh my god. Oh yes, Goldspan Merriment. You know what? Let's really punish him. Punish him. You know, let's just get the 1/2. Let's send the daggers in. Mill away. Ghost Tarkus' next channel, Banjo-Kazooie Egyptian song. That is something that I hummed quite a bit. See, look at this. We're starting to get some excitement in the house. Gobi Valley song. I suddenly can't remember the Gobi Valley song. If I was like, remind me how it sounds, then you'd be able to type it. Dum da da dum dum dum. I'm imagining Gobi Valley, and all I can hear is Kazooie going as he wanders around. Okay. Ooh. Zeus. If we can get an Outlaws Merriment, we can open the Omenpaths for that shit. That's some good stuff. Yeah, can someone type the Gobi Valley song? Someone give me some of that Gobi Valley. You know, I'm just gonna shoot this now. Oh, it was close. Alright, forging the Tyrite sword. Alright, let's... It's red. Well, it seems like we're going to be stacking up some treasures. Now my brain wants to know the Gobi Valley theme song so hard. Greater treasure stone. All right, so let's seize the spoils. Discard this Omenpath because we're getting there. Wow, it snaps down. That's weird. Banner stack. Well, we're getting to the point where we can like smash an Ugin if we need to. But the goes doot. Please fire me. I don't know what anyone's fucking saying to me, man. I have no idea what any of you all mean. I wish I did. I love Banjo-Kazooie. It's so good. The song that I can summon at will. Oh, please. Yes. No. Alright, let's punish him. Let's do it. It is so good. Can't mute my microphone because I don't want to get my channel DMs. That song is fucking so good. Holy shit, Gobi's Valley is just a banger, man. Someone get Polka on that. I need a remix. Dragon Lord Live says, hey, Sean, I know you probably get asked this a lot, but I also know that single choice is difficult for you, so could you please give me your top favorite video games of all time, maybe 4 or 5 examples? Yeah, I'd like to divide it in a couple categories. Because, if I think about... It resolves. If I think about things like Magic, or StarCraft 1, or StarCraft 2, or any of these, like... I call these lifestyle games. Because, like, you just... Card is broken. Really? I didn't even get that? Oh, that's fine. I mean, they're games that I've just, like... please. They're games that I've played so much as part of, like, my social circles and my hobbies. And, like, my day-to-day life. Like, I think about StarCraft every single day. Every single day. And I have for, like, my life. As long as my memory's been around. I have very few periods in time where I do not have StarCraft in there. The game is great. Okay. Oh, Skyclave. Sure, you got it, man. Skyclave your little butt off. And so... I don't include those in my list of favorite games. Because it feels like something that's so different. And so with that in mind, oh yeah, and poker's in that category too, and maybe bam. Maybe like Emeria 2DX or some shit. My favorite games of all time, I think some of them would be, let's see, and any of you can feel free to help me because I have been asked this before and I feel like the list always changes. Well, I don't need Doomskar anymore, huh? I think Dark Souls is definitely in my top 5. Certainly. Dark Souls has got to be good. Terrific. Oops. Oh, it is on my attack step. Never mind. This would have resolved in this manner regardless. Fallout 1. Fallout 1 was a really good game. Really moving and meaningful for me. Yeah, let me think. Those are good. Yeah, I kind of group Fallout 1 and 2 together. Just sort of feel like... Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie's one, certainly.
Your magic structure of reality is surprisingly flexible.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night is one. Yeah, so I guess we have Dark Souls, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Fallout 1 and 2, which again I grouped together. Banjo-Kazooie. Masterpiece games. Yeah, hit me, man. You feed a lot of Stardew Valley? Yeah. It's really good. I don't know if it's like in my top, like, just got me, like, to my core. Like, shook my bones. It was so good. Guardian Heroes. Guardian Heroes on the Sega Saturn. Oh my god. Can we just appreciate that our deck is just going there? It's just getting there. Choose outcome, get their city, did it? Hell yeah. Let's do another prediction. Get their city. 1 minute, start in there. Kabam, kapow, kaboom. I think Myst is very, very good. One of the greatest games ever made. I don't know if I would say it's one of my placinal favorites. There it is. Yeah, Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is a really good one. Yeah, Guardian Heroes is probably got to be one of the greatest games ever made. That game was fucking perfect. Holy shit. The Sega Saturn is just a really emotional console for me. I did not have a good time. Basically leading up through high school, I was not a happy person, like, at all. It just sucked. All the kiddos in school were mean and bullies, and Nick and I, we played a lot of Sega Saturn games during that period of time. And it feels like a really sort of special era, you know. If my opponent is a control deck at all, we're screwed. Well, I really want to get Outlaws Merriment out. Looks like we might actually be able to. By God, I want to keep these. Not enough to drown in the lock. I really like Heroes of Might and Magic 2. That's another game I think about a lot, but I don't think I found it quite as moving as the other ones that I've talked about. Heroes of Might and Magic, or excuse me, Guardian Heroes is just one of the greatest games ever made. It's brilliant. It's a beat 'em up. It's like the deepest beat 'em up I've ever played. Dude, we are amazing. We're amazing. We're like we're the best. That doesn't matter to us. You want to mill me, man? I don't care. I don't give a damn. Any y'all heard of Crimson Land? Crimson Land. That one was great. You know, let me actually back up and talk about Guardian Heroes a little bit. Yeah. So Guardian Heroes was a game where it was a beat 'em up. And a beat 'em up game it's kind of like an action game that was very popular on the Sega Genesis. The style of game was very popular on the Super Nintendo, Genesis, those kinds of early days. And the way beat 'em up worked is that you'd have a character, and you would sort of be looking face on, and you just had to move to the right and beat up any enemies that were in your way. So, whereas Mario is about jumping over obstacles and avoiding that, beat 'em ups is about like trying to punch and do combos and stuff like this. And one of the most famous series is called Streets of Rage. And the way it worked is that you'd have, like, imagine like a plane like this. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Where's my book? Where's my notebook? Here we go. So like, here would be like the plane of the game. Probably should have shot one of these, but it's okay. Here would be like the plane of the game. And you have your little character that would be like this this contact solution. And, you know, if you held up, it would walk away from the camera, and if you held down, it would walk towards the camera, you know, and then left and right would move and stuff like this. So it was able to do effectively use 2D controls. Ugh. Shatterskull Smashing, is that what I want to do? X equals 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go for the Ugin in a little bit. So, And the thing is that when you're using up and down, that kind of limits what you can do in the game to just like the face buttons and left and right. So what Guardian Heroes did is it had 3 planes in the game. Doomskar. So these planes would be like, you'd be here and you hit a button and you would jump to this plane. And then you hit a button and you jump to this plane. And what was nice about this is that it meant it freed up the up and down and left and right to do what? Do traditional fighting game moves, like quarter circle forward, hit a button. Or forward, back, down, forward, hit a button. So you would, in each level, you'd have these 3 planes that you'd be jumping around, and it was sort of like fun to maneuver around. You could actually do some really cool and interesting and sweet shit. Wow. I'm really good.
Accept a lesser world, and you will grow lost to history.
And so in Guardian Heroes, it had a really fun maneuverability. And each stage... Let's talk about the way the combat works. So first, there were 5 heroes you could pick at the start of the game, or 5 characters, or whatever you want to call them. There were 5 characters that you could pick. And you had a weak attack, a strong attack, a block, and there was all sorts of, you know, punch, or weak attack versus forward weak versus down forward weak versus down weak versus down down weak versus forward weak. Like, all of these were different things. All of these were different things. It was really, really rich. Alright, I'll shoot this one. And you also had a spell button. So if you hit Z, because the controls on a Sega Saturn were A, B, C, X, Y, Z, it was 6 buttons on the front. Hit the Z button, it would open up a little dialogue above your head that you could navigate through to choose a spell to cast. But each of them also had some sort of hotkey. So for instance, if I wanted to cast a fireball, it'd be quarter circle Z, and I would cast a fireball. Or if I did forward, back, down, forward, you know, cast, it would be like a straight beam. Or if you do the sort of like uppercut motion, it would just spread lightning out to all these 3 lanes that were around me. And so, like, the characters, you had health, and you had mana. And, you know, if you wanted to be the fighter that had this really powerful long sword, he only had the fireball spell. Or you could choose Serena, who had all these, like, freeze spells. I like to play Randy, that was, like, the mage character that had, like, 8 spells. Or you could play Nicole, the healer, was the only character that could actually heal in the game. Getting there. Getting there. Get there, city baby. Alright, new prediction starting up. So imagine that we've picked, like, the spellcaster hero, who's very nimble and very fast and has a bunch of really sweet spells. So a whole bunch of enemies would come and you'd be fighting them, you'd be dealing damage, and if you cast spells, you'd lose mana. And the way that you regained your mana in Guardian Heroes was by getting a higher combo against your opponent. So, like, you would just be beating the shit out of this guy and just be like, brrr, just like regaining all your mana as fast as fucking possible, man. It was so good. And then you'd beat the shit out of guys again, and then, like, regain your mana and cast a bunch of spells. So you're constantly, like, fighting and managing your mana and trying to do stuff. And the game was broken into stages. There was no way to heal in the game unless you got to the end of a stage. Oh shit, I did not mean to do this. This is only enchantment and creature spells, because I was going to chain these together, but this is probably okay. realize that I have made a mistake. So when you got through a level, it would take you, at the end of the level, you got to choose which path you went down. There was this elaborate story that was going on, and it would be like, okay, should we journey to the castle to save the princess, or do we want to go back to the village to regroup? And so the game had this really elaborate branching path set up. Let's do white mana. Let's open the Omenpaths for these colors. Let's cast this. Swing in with this. And because we can generate 2 mana, let's... Oops, I accidentally made a mistake, because we can power this guy up. And at the end of the level, you actually leveled up during the beat-em-up stage. So at the end of the level, you would choose a path for the next stage, and you would get to level up your hero based upon how many levels you gained. And so there's a bunch of different stats that affected things in, like, really visceral ways. Like, there was a stat that was just increase your health. There was another stat that was, like, increase the damage of your spells, increase the strength of your attacks, increase the degree to which your attacks push back other people. Oh, it was amazing. It was just, like, the absolute best game. That's right. He's big. I actually am going to do this. So, to recap, you'd pick a hero, you'd get dropped into a really cool beat-em-up that had these 3 lanes that you were bouncing between, with an enormous moveset, both of just, like, attacks, but also, like, these crazy magical spells. You'd be draining your mana, replenish it by getting longer and longer combos, and you could, like, juggle the dead bodies up to make sure that they didn't touch the ground so you could keep leveling up. And then, at the end of the level, you would get to choose a cool new path and a way to level up. Oh, I forgot to say, one of the core parts of the game is that you get a neutral enemy called the Golden Guardian. Or I should say a neutral character called the Golden Guardian. And the Golden Guardian is like, just follows you around and does stuff. So, like, it's just like having another neutral character. So even if you played by yourself, you'd have the Golden Guardian that would, like, follow you around. And another one of your buttons was to give different commands to the Golden Guardian. So you're just, like, fucking controlling the Guardian and micro and doing all this cool shit. It was unbelievable. Alright, that does resolve. That would be really cool if we could just get Ugin. Treasure, treasure. Kabam! God, it's just the greatest. And, like, a complete playthrough of the game took, like, an hour. 45 minutes, something like that. And the story writing was actually really good. Sequences were really good. The music was, like, really bumping. Oh, shit. Okay, so that's just the single player. There was then a mode called the Arena. And the way the Arena worked is you could have up to 6 players playing. Ugh. Alright, I'll keep playing a little bit. My merriment. Yeah, so the Sega Saturn had the ability to have 6 players at once. So you could play on this game, and remember there's 3 lanes, forward, middle, and back, and you can have 3 on this side and 3 on this side. And, you know, you could just do these team versus team, you could do these giant brawls, but here's the best part. You could play as any single enemy or hero that you see in the entire game. They're all playable. is the best. So, like, what me and my friends would do is we would play on all random characters. I think I gotta take this one. What is this? Sacrifice Path to the World Tree? Oh my god, it just kicked so much ass, this game. Like, the most ass ever. So, I mean, you'd have someone who'd, like, play as their favorite character, then have someone play as one of the villains, Valgar, and then... No. And then you'd have someone spawn as, like, the absolute... this insane angel god being. Oh, this is Open the Omenpaths? Oh, I'm blind. Oh, shit. I thought that this was the cycle card. So there's actually an old man whose only move is to move around and cough. And we'd also do random characters at random levels with random stats. So you'd, like, get in there and you'd be like a level 98 peasant. Just trying to fucking cough on me, cough, and their body would, like, fly across the screen. That was the greatest game, man. Sega Saturn is the greatest. Who's messaging me? Oh, my brother is live and asked me if I could shoot him a raid. Ha! He has no shame. I love it. Yeah, man, we're going to host my brother in about 10 minutes. Twitch.tv/tastelesstv. Ask him about Guardian Heroes. Leos Klein says, remember when games just had all the content? Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, here, like, I actually want to talk about this. Because, like, Heroes of Might and Magic 2 had 6 different races, each of which had 7 unique units. There were, like, 80 spells that you could get for a variety of different heroes that you could cast on the battlefield. There's tons of different neutral monsters. You had these enormous maps with, like, 7 different resources that you were trying to collect to, like, build up your castle. And there were various adventure mechanics on the map. And, like, there were riddles and mysterious ongoings. And there were... Oh, we are like, very fucked. Look, it's Elspeth Conquers Death. The legend. There was, like, 2 campaigns and, like, 50 custom maps that were each little miniature stories. And that game was made in I think, a year. Let me check. We're dead, I'm just going through the motions. Leave me be. Heroes of Might and Magic. Let me look at this series, right? It's just like it's just insane. Looking at this, yeah, Heroes of Might and Magic was 95. Heroes of Might and Magic 2 was 96. Yeah.
I will defend the land from all interlopers.
And what the fuck?
The swamps come to my aid.
Okay, I thought I was done with this lady. All right, I'm conceding. Sorry, everyone. I think we lost. We did not get there. Sorry, everyone. Choosing the outcome. Choose outcome. Not get there. But, like, there's just so much content in there. Now, I know some of this is because in modern games, for you who don't know this, like, doing 3D feels like it's about 50 times as much work as 2D. I mean, like, it's just insanely much more difficult to do 3D than 2D. The amount of bugs that get introduced, the amount of, like, corner cases you have to worry about that you just don't in 2 dimensions. Oh my god, it's gigantic. So, like, it's harder, literally, to make content come to life, because if you're like, ooh, let me make a cool map in Heroes of Might and Magic. Okay, well, someone just makes a map in Heroes of Might and Magic. They just go do that. I think we have a Doomskar in our life. right? Like, you would just open up the tile set and you would paint some stuff on. You know, there was a whole lot of that happened in old games where they just make a tile set, and then you'd, like, just scrub on the various elements and plop them around. So the art was done long in advance. So you need to have to figure anything complicated out. Doomskar is good. No, you can't. You mustn't. Ah! Wow, I am a very lucky boy. Alright, congrats everyone, you won. So, I mean, it's, like, very literally easy, much easier to make content. Like, now, if I were, say, working at From Software, and I said, ooh, I had a cool idea for, like, a new zone, and I just wanted to make it, like, I mean, suddenly we have to have a bunch of artists, we have to have meetings to do stuff like this. But even all that said, I think about the following. Let me take a look at Dark Souls. And I'm going to make some statements that are From Software. I'm going to make a statement that's a little bit bullshit. So Dark Souls was released in 2011, and Demon Souls was released in 2009. So it's like 2.5 years between those two. And maybe there was more pre-production on Dark Souls than that, but again, think 2.5 years. When Dark Souls came out, Dark Souls, I think it had something like 26 bosses. Not enemies. Fucking bosses, okay? And then it had like 120 other monsters in there. And NPCs with story. There were 20-some odd zones. You had a huge set of stats. There's all these different weapons. I'm just gonna do this now. There's all these different weapons that each have different movesets. There's a whole bunch of like hidden content and super secretive stuff. And there's just like this unbelievably delicate snarl of a level design. And all the levels are actually really, really different. You know, from Blight Town to balancing on these super high, super tricky to move along pathways. To, you know, the Force nearby, you know, the Grey Wolf Sith. All the way down to, like, you know, the journey to Anor Londo, or Sen's Fortress with its insane traps. You know, I mean, there was just some good shit in that game. It's like 2.5 years. And then Marvel's Avengers, the game, comes out with, like, clearly an absolute metric fuckload of marketing budget. And, like, game's like fucking tiny. It has like 15 enemies. You know what I mean? And I don't know what's going on. I don't know why games became so small all of a sudden. I like, don't know what went on. It's certainly not all games, but like the number of games that like I sit down and look at like right when they've come out, and I think back to like games I played as a kiddo, and then like other games like From Software's games where I'm just like, wow, it's like a lot of it's like a lot of shit here. And here's what I think. Here's what I think. I think... Sure, poison me. 4 poison counters, not a problem. If we draw another dragon, we just kill. I'm still gonna play Ugin, because that's awesome. Yeah, it's like I just don't know what... I don't know. I think that what happens is... I've seen this happen with some of my friends. Where you get, like, a group that doesn't quite have a sharp idea of exactly what they want. They're not really fully all the way like with it on what their wants and needs are for the product. And there's this idea of oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Crunch. Let's see if we can get another one of these on Skald and win.
Never stopped me.
Finish this thought in one quick moment. Play this. Bonecrusher is lethal. So is another Goldspan. Wow, Goldspan is like my MVP card. This is ridiculous. So a way that software used to be developed. A way that software used to be developed was a group of architects would sit in a room planning out every little thing, plan out like 10 months of work, and throw it over a wall, and it would be caught by the developers that would just fucking make it. And over time, there has been processes about, okay, we know generally the goal that we're working in, let's plan out the next 2 weeks. Let's plan it out. What went right, what went wrong? Let's now plan out the next 2 weeks. What went right, what went wrong? Let's plan out the next 2 weeks. What went right, what went wrong? Now, this has been really, really, really successful for a lot of pieces of software and also games. Like, you can just read all about these types of methodologies. And the idea is, let's say like you're working on a game and you're getting a whole bunch of stuff done, and all of a sudden, the game is so buggy it's hard to play. You might say, okay, for the next 2 weeks, all we're trying to do is fix the game so it's playable again. Right? You can insert little needs like this to keep chugging along. And there's been a lot of projects that have been developed really successfully like this. You can just read about it. But, here's the thing that I see happening. Here's the downside. Here's my theory for why there's a lot of games that come out small. And I've done this MS Paint thing before, where if you're here, and your goal is here, each time you do 2 weeks of work, you go here, and then you go like here, and then you go here, and then you know, you're going in a vague path towards the X. Whoops, we made a mistake. That's okay. Just keep going. Right? This is the idea of an agile methodology, or like working 2 weeks at a time, is that you're generally going in the right direction, and you can adjust over time and get there. But I claim, what happens if you're not exactly sure what your game is? You sit down and you're like, I think something over here makes sense, all right? So you work a little towards this, and then someone's like, yeah, you know what? I actually think that maybe if our game was instead like a looter shooter instead of like an RPG, maybe we can like reuse the assets, and then everyone just like, oh shit, okay, cool, let's start working towards this. And then someone goes, yeah, you know what? I actually kind of feel, where's my erase? I actually kind of feel like our stealth mechanics are our strongest. I think we should double down on that in the game. Let's double down on being a stealth game, right? And you kind of get something like here, and the net effect is you started in this blue circle and you ended in this blue circle, and the distance between them is not very much. However, if you were at all these meetings, and I'm going to circle in green, if you were at this meeting, you felt really good about what you got done, and you feel good about where you're going. At this meeting, you felt good about what you got done, you felt good about where you're going. At each meeting, you got what I will describe as the emotional sensation of progress. If we're here, everyone's looking at each other going, no, we've actually had a great, what was it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We've had a good 4 months. We had 8 sprints. They went great. We figured out exactly what we wanted to do. We executed on it. We were able to adjust. It feels great. And I think this is something that winds up happening when you have short planning cycles, plus not a lot of clarity of where you're going. I think this is kind of what's going on. And I think this is especially true if you have, say, a team that you have like 800 people who finish a game, and then you have to have 800 people work on the next one, or 200, or even 50. It's a lot of planning to do. Don't want to save? Not a chance. My name is... Oh, why won't it go? My name is Day 9 and these are my stories. Well, hey, thanks for joining us today. We're literally going to go play tomorrow. Loisma says it's called scope creep. That's one thing. I'm talking about a different thing, which is like your vision changing. So the way I might describe it is scope creep is like if you had a project that would require 30 units of effort. Actually, let's also put in this. Now it's 40. Actually, let's also do this. Now let's put in 50, and now 60, and now 70. And all of a sudden you wind up with something that will take 200 units of effort when you could have done something that's 30. What I'm talking about is more like, let's do this thing that will require 30 units of effort. Actually, let's go do this thing instead that will require 30 units of effort, thereby throwing away all the progress you made in the other one. Because I in terms of this, like, progress, I feel like people will feel emotional progress when something goes from bad to good. Because that's easy to go from bad to good. It's hard to go from great or good to great. And it's really hard to go from great to amazing. As an example, look at how ladder systems work, right? It's easier to go from silver to gold than it is to go from gold from platinum, and so on, and then going from diamond to mythic, or from mythic to top 100 mythic, it gets harder and harder and harder. And I think the same is kind of true when you're trying to really perfect a particular game. And so I think it's really easy to go... Well, I mean, people do this already. They play a game until they feel like they're losing, and they switch to a different game where they can go from silver to platinum in that game. Then they start losing there, and they go to a different game and go from silver to platinum in that game. This is what I mean by, like, switching. I think the important thing is understanding a really sharp vision for creative projects. That's what I think. My name is Sean, and this is what I think. I will see you tomorrow for more Kaldheim. Monday is What the Deck. Please submit to us a deck over at discord.gg/day9tv. Me and Brian Killer will be playing these historic legal decks on Monday against one another. I will be playing Giants. Brian will be playing Dragons. And as always, submit to us a stupid, terrible, no good, very bad deck for us to play on Monday. Monday night will be Call of the Sea, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are all going to be Kaldheim. I'm going to play something on Friday. I'm currently eyeing the Dyson Sphere program.